The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Jackson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. He'll take this to the 46. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Bridgewater. Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get it inside the 20. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Bridgewater will try and throw. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third and short, Drake. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Bridgewater's throw is taken in by Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
In motion goes the tight end.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the pass.
Bridgewater on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Trent Sherfield, 59 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside.
Here's a diving catch right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
You just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
Concrete.
toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Jackson on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now a give to Mostert running right to about the 26 here. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Jackson now. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. The slot man in motion right. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson dancing to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Slot man moves right. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Bridgewater's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 3. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 35 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. A quick throw by Bridgewater, that's complete. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.